Right off the bat, massive thank you to Boss themselves for sending this unit over so I could give it a try and share some of my favorite sounds with you. And so that is the Boss GX-10 guitar effects processor. I've always been a huge fan of Boss, and so this pedal really takes things to the next level because these sounds have been part of my gear history since the very beginning, and now they're in this incredible all-in-one package. There are a whole host of bass amps, a whole library of bass effects. You're going to be in patch heaven. Now, if you're like me, you're also going to borrow from the guitar effects too. So then when it came to designing some of my very first patches and user settings, I realized it was going to be really easy to get overwhelmed. And so I took the simple approach of trying to build based on my ideal analog rig. From there on out, I considered my needs. That's where the inspiration for the CALILIL vintage setting came up. I play a lot of blues and a lot of classic style music, and so then I went for that fat tube amp setting, nice, warm, organic tones. Conversely, I play a lot of more modern music and I love to rock out. I'm a rocker at heart. So CALILIL Main was designed to be able to get those gritty tones, but also be able to have just like a nice standard neutral tone. Lastly, the CALILIL Studio setting is built on a completely clean amp. I use the natural bass amp setting, pretty much nothing going on there. Everything is kind of at noon, and that is designed for more comprehensive review work where I don't want to muddy up any product that I'm reviewing or demonstrating. Admittedly, this is the first digital effects processor I have ever owned that has a touchscreen that lets you build patches in a more sophisticated way, and I'd always been kind of intimidated by these things, but I found it to be extremely accessible, and Boss Boss was also kind enough to include the Bluetooth MIDI adapter so that I can create and edit settings on the pedal from my phone in more of a remote kind of way, as well as I really enjoyed plugging into my computer with a USB-C from the top of the pedal. I recorded everything in this video that way to keep it nice and direct. And for use with my amp, I actually prefer to plug the pedal directly into the return of my amp to bypass the amp's onboard preamp and take full advantage of all the bass preamp options on the pedal itself. I think this just further highlights the flexibility and power of such a processor like this. All in all, there is truly something for everybody here. Every bassist is going to find a way to unlock pretty much endless creativity with this pedal without any of the intimidation. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what you would do with this pedal. How would you incorporate it into your rig? And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.